All right, what's going on YouTube? Card Fight King here. You already know it is time for BT10. BT10 is here. I have some a lot of decks actually that I have updated for the BT10 format that I'm excited to show you all. Been doing quite a bit of testing. Today's like only Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's only like day 5, maybe day 4 that I've actually, that we are into the format, even though it's still pre-release. We finished all of our decks, so it is what it is. But I wanted to show you guys, obviously, Beelstar to start the format. Definitely getting more consistent. Definitely thought I pretty much found my groove between work-life balance and things like that and streaming. So definitely want to get more involved in that. But the reason why you guys see this mat here, and I'll turn my camera off real quickly, is so myself and my good friend Dread Joker are going to be hosting an in-person event, the DMV Seasonal Championship. DMV stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So what we're going to do is start pretty much as a series of just seasonal championships outside of like regionals and things like that. Just a major tournament for our local DMV area, kind of giving back to the community, giving them something that instead of just going to regular locals and only playing for store championships, give them another major type feeling of tournament that's exclusive to our local area. And I wanted to, we're going to do it seasonally. This is going to be the fall autumn one. We're going to have a winter one, a spring one, and obviously a summer one next year. So this is the mat that we made for this one. We got like Thanksgiving Agumon, the autumn leaves, beautiful artwork done by Mega Melodies, one of our local DMV artists as well. Love the Pumpkinmon, the Ghostrimon, the Hungry Wizardmon. So I'm excited to host a tournament. It's going to be at our main locals, Gritty Goblin Games, on October 29th. You can sign up through Limitless, and I will have all of that information in the description below for where you guys can sign up. And if you guys are coming from out of state, wherever it is, doesn't matter. If you want to just come down on October 29th for a nice fun tournament, it's a case tournament. Top 4, we're going to do top 8 play out. We're going to get top 4 gets the mat. We're going to raffle off stuff. I'm going to raffle off just random alternate artwork cards I have straight out of the binder and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do it. We do it big over here in the DMV. But without further ado, let's get on to the Beelstar deck profile, right? Obviously, our 4 eggs do not change. Our 4 eggs are the Demi-Marimon eggs. They're the best eggs. I actually went down to 4 eggs instead of 5 eggs because games aren't lasting so long that I'm running through all 4 eggs, and there are some times where I want to kind of hold in the raising. So the eggs really don't change at all. For the rookies, I'm playing 1 Dracmon, 3 of the new Sistermon Blanc from the Justimon starter deck, 2 Psychmon, 3 Gazis, and 4 Goblinmons. So Psychmon, I bumped Psychmon up to 2 just for the Crossheart matchup, really, and I guess Dark Knight as well. But for really anything that's Digicrossing, I know it affects my ability to play Death Xmon and Beelstar. But the idea for this card is that we have ways to get it off the board. For 1, 2. You can after you do your play, like you go Beelstar, Nailbone, build your board, you can drop this card here. So after you've done your mega and you've established your board, you drop this here, which is a commanding presence in that matchup. Otherwise, if you have him there, you need to drop your Beelstar, swing at something, kill it off, and then go do what you need to do. Dracmon's here just to get our Calling from Darkness back. He may end up getting cut because I don't really I know he's there for that purpose to get that card back, and I do see him there, but again, he's more of a tech card, but I might be able to use this space a little bit more, maybe even cutting down a Gazimon to 2 for another Sistermon. So it's just, this is the lineup that I'm working with right now when I was doing my testing, and it's been working out fairly. I actually just added this in, but it's been working out fairly well. The Sistermon Blancs, though, I love this card. This card is so good in this deck, and hear me out. So This is basically a non-purple but better Labramon in a way on play. So you don't get her other ability. Who cares about that? She's literally just on play. Discard one, so you discard an option card or a Beelstar, whatever it is, and you draw 2 cards. So she's getting you through your deck, at least 1 card faster. Plus, she's a 3K and whatnot, and surprisingly, she lives a lot of cross-heart checks. They have a lot of low DP Digimon and Tamers, so you can swing with her into that. And then she literally just becomes a body for you to keep swinging. And if your opponent just ignores the block on the board, then her little poke damage can just add up. But really, she's just there for a easy 3-drop to help filter and draw into your pieces. I love opening up with her in the game, which is why I really want to kind of bump her up to 4. You can say the same about running Labramon as well. Draw 1, discard 1. That can be a thing as well. But I just like to be able to discard 1 just to get something empty out of my hand, and then draw 2 more cards. I dig 1 more into my deck. But that is the rookie lineup there. Like I said, the Sistermon has been testing out very, very well for me. The 4 lineup slightly changed a bit, playing 4 copies of Scatter Mode still, 2 copies of Vilemon, 1 Promote, and 1 Ogremon. Again, Ogremon is just to get Ogremon's actually very solid in the Crossheart matchup, again because of their low DB and Tamers. He has a higher chance, I feel, this format against that matchup of surviving and getting an extra security check off, which is cool. Then your opponent kind of has to answer him in order for me not to threaten more checks, but also to get a card out your hand, which is still cool. The promote for game is still a thing. Vilemons are really important. I have considered putting in a 3rd copy of Vilemon just to have access to more blockers for that matchup, but 2's been working out fine because I wanted to, I need to speed up the deck, and so I cut down, I just kept the blocker at 2 just to, increase the speed with the blocks and things like that. And then obviously the card that carries purple, which is Scatter Mode. And then obviously for your megas, you run no less. I wish we could run more. My favorite card, Beelstar, the girl, the goats, all that. She is an absolutely amazing card. And there's nothing to be said about her. You know what she does, and she comes in, wrecks shop. Then we have our 2 obviously obligatory Death X-Mons. This card answers so many things in the format. I know some people don't like this card as far as, I think this card should be limited or this card should be hit. It's too strong. But it's like, why should we exist in a game where my opponent's allowed to throw down 1,000 Tamers? We don't have enough answers in a bunch of colors that can consistently answer Tamers, which gain you value pretty much every turn that you have them out, right? Sorry, the trash truck's aside. So it's like, you kind of need this card as a 1-card answer to wide boards, especially against like Jesmon when they throw out all their Sistermons, Crossheart when they're doing their Crossheart things. It is just a necessary answer to the way some of the new decks have entered into the format. Obviously not as great against like single stack decks, but if your opponent's building wide boards and things like that, this card will definitely catch them sleeping. Then for the option cards, obviously we got our 4 Altart Fly Bullets. You know me, I love this card. Yeah, I love this card so much. Yeah, it's my favorite option. I'm working on getting Altarts of these, don't worry. Actually, since that purple card got announced, probably not needed, whatever. 4 copies of Kosai's Breath because, this card is extremely important against Crossheart and Dark Knight and like a lot of the Digicross decks with on deletion effects, because bouncing them back doesn't let them get their stuff. So again, it's another reason why we play a lot of blue in the deck, is because it just adds that finesse that Beelstar needs in order to really really help secure matchups. I'm running 2 copies of Metal Storm. I wanted to run 4 copies of it, and I'll show you guys what I'm running in place of it, just for testing reasons and things like that. But Metal Storm is basically a Cocytus Breath, but it only hits level 6 or lower. Its other effect is if you have a Garurumon in play, or excuse me, not Garurumon. If you have a Digimon with X antibody and Digivolution cards in play, reduce the memory cost by 2. You don't care about that. It's a 7 cost option that is basically a 5th and 6th Cocytus Breath. 3 Nailbone, because we love 3 Nailbone. 1 Happy Bullet and 1 Jewel. Jewel's really good against like the Sistermon boards and sometimes the Crosshard boards, but you really don't want to use it against Crosshard boards if they have like Tamers out, because they'll save. I wish we had like a 7 cost mass bounce card, which would be great, but this card is just in here just for the reason that it can get rid of your the Sistermon boards, and any board that's like just really wide and whatnot. It can help against certain Dark Knight boards, things like that. And then the Happy Bullet Showering, again, I'm testing this out again. I'm still testing this out at 1. It doesn't really hit too many things too often, but there are times your opponent's gonna have the same copies of cards on the field, and if they play like a lone Death X on the board, like a lone Death X, this card can hit that lone Death X and put it in the trash. So it's it's something that gives me an answer to a card that we seldom have answers to. So that's so those are the options. 7 card options. We're still playing 2 Mist, triple Calling, and triple Kyoshiro. Again, getting your blue source established to me is important, which is why I'm running 3 of the Tamer. Then this card becomes a toss. Then this card becomes a toss away afterwards. After that, again, there are certain matchups you want to see your blue Tamer on. Some matchups you don't really care about seeing your blue Tamer on because your destruction spells work just as fine. The Mist Memory Boost is definitely in here. It's interesting. Again, it's not my favorite card in the deck, but it can get the job done when you really don't have any other plays. And I do like the triple Calling from the Darkness is good. You can argue that you can cut it down to 2, and because I'm playing the Dracmon in the deck, I have considered cutting this down to 2, but for right now it's at 3 because I do like to be able to destroy my scatter mode and whatnot, or even destroy a Psychmon on the board, get the resources back to hand like a Beelstar and whatnot, and then continue off from there. But that's the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. We got more deck profiles coming out. I will be recording my Beelstar deck profile. We've updated that for BT10 as well. And yeah, this is Cardfight King. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys at the DMV Seasonal, which I will have all the information in it in the description box below. All right, have a good one.